everyone and welcome back. This is Taiba and I'm going to be doing a tutorial with this particular font called Michail Script, and this font was created by one of my good friends named Ari, and by the time you get finished with this tutorial I'm probably going to break it up into 2 or 3 tutorials because I want you guys to really take your time and learn how to use this font. This is a very unique font. It's not a font that a lot of people are using or have or actually know how to use, so I'm going to take my time to demonstrate it with you. Now, the first thing I want you all to do is, if you would like this font, check the description box for it and click that link so you can get it, so you can make sure that you get all of the parts. Some websites may have this font, but they may not have all of the font parts, so I highly recommend that you click the link in the description box. Also, when you're downloading your fonts or downloading any type of clip art, you want to make sure that your Cricut Design Space is completely closed out. So I've already downloaded this font to my Cricut Design Space. For those of you that are new to my channel, I call this column A, and the Mac column B, over here column C, and I call this up here top bar. So we're going to go to column A, of course, select text, type in a name. Okay, so we have the name here. I'm going to size it a little bit smaller because Michail is like really huge. Also, Michail Script comes in 3 different parts. You have the script base, which is the shadow, and it's called something else here, which I'll show you. And you have the highlights, and then you have the actual font. So what I'm going to do is go to column C, and I'm going to duplicate it 2 more times for a total of 3 parts. Okay, and then we're going to hide them for now. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to click font in top bar 2, go to system, and then we're going to look for our script, Michail. Press enter. Okay, so we're going to go to Michail Script first. So we have that here. Gonna make that a little smaller. Actually, I better leave it alone. We're gonna leave that alone. Okay, I'm gonna hide this. Go to my next one. Click on that. This is be good practice. Okay, Michail Script. We're gonna go to script cutting. Here. Script cutting is the shadow. And the good thing about it is that it's because we duplicated it. All you have to do is weld this bad boy here in the bottom of top column 3, and boom, you got it. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and go to top bar 1 and go to arrange, and we're going to go ahead and send it to the back. And we're done with that. Now we're going to go here, select that, top bar 2, fine. We got Michail. Now we're going to go to highlights. So there are highlights right there. And I'm going to show you how to put all 3 of them together. Now you saw when I did the first time, let me hide the highlights. What I did the first time was I had resized, and I was messing around with the size, and you don't want to do that. That'll be a big mistake. You want to resize everything once you get it set up. So my shadow, I want to do black. And then I want to do this yellow. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that yellow. And then we're going to get the highlights up. Highlights you want towards the front, like so. So just click on them, go to arrange, make sure they're sent to the front. Highlights I want white, or you can make them any color actually. Now highlights don't have to be in any specific part. Some people want to offset it like this, make it into a shadow, which I would want to do. But then you can also, let me move it, move that box. You can actually put your highlights like this, or you can click it and place it carefully as a shadow like that, which is what I prefer. And there you have it. So now I'm going to make it just a tad bit smaller. You can either select all like that, or you can just click select all up here in top bar and just make it a tad bit smaller. Now in top bar 1 at the top, you see it has width 8 inches and height 4.5. That's a really big size. Usually for like cups and mugs, your width will be like 3.5 to, 3.5 to 4. So this will be the size of a mug. And usually for a t-shirt, you actually want it to go from nipple to nipple, depending upon the size of your shirt. So a good gander of how big you want to make this for HTV. Just get you a tape measure and measure from nipple to nipple, and that's the size that you want to make it. Usually it averages anywhere between 8 to 12 inches, depending upon the size. So suppose I want to do size 8. Size 8 is usually good for like small, medium, maybe large shirts. For extra large and up, you could probably get away with doing 10 inches. Okay, so let's go to make it and discuss the different parts when you go to make it. Okay, when you go to make it, if this, we call it cold projects and hot projects. Hot projects are HTV, and cold projects are the vinyl, the Oracle and such. So now our highlight is going to cut separately. So these little parts are going to cut out separate on the white mat. Our shadow is going to cut out on one part, and our script is going to cut out on another part. Now what a lot of newbies get mixed up is that when you have to do HTV projects, make sure each mat is mirrored. So just by doing that one by itself is not going to do all of them. I've messed up so much HTV doing this. Okay, so this is for your hot projects. With your HTV, you're going to lay down the shiny side down, dull side up. And so if you're cutting regular vinyl, which is a cold, cold cut, cold project, the Oracle vinyl, then you don't have to mirror it. You just leave it like this. Okay. So there we have that. Go back to our mat, and that is our Michail script. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to work some of the features over here in our next lesson using this script. So make sure you check the description box if you would like this script, and I'll catch you in the next lesson.